There's no denying fans love college football and basketball. More than half of Americans polled said that they were avid or casual fans of college football in 2023, according to Morning Consult. And Nielsen reports the March Madness basketball tournament drew 10 million viewers per game this year. But only in America are sports connected to institutions of higher learning must-watch events, raising the question, as college sports get increasingly commercialized, are they serving the best interests of players and their universities and even their fans? Two big issues are at stake. The first, how pursuit of TV contracts are shaking up historic conferences. The NCAA earns more than $1 billion per year, mostly from television megadeals and marketing rights fees. The individual conferences earn even more. In 2020, for example, Disney signed a $3 billion contract with the SEC to broadcast games over 10 years.
A really large share of that revenue goes to pay coaches and athletic directors. So we have coaches today in the United States that are making $11, $12 million a year.
But as schools pursue bigger and bigger TV deals, they are reshaping the very structure of college sports. Take the Pacific 12 Conference. In August, the Pac-12 lost 8 of its 12 schools. 4 will join the Big Ten, and 4 will join the Big 12. The other conferences had more lucrative TV deals. Stanford is one of the most successful schools in NCAA history and has sent the most athletes to the Olympics. But now its conference is on the brink of collapse. Paige Sinicki, a softball player with Oregon, which moved to the Big Ten, wrote, "It's unfortunate to hear that my senior year I'll be playing as far as New Jersey, Rutgers."
If we allow it to become more and more commercialized, and if we allow the regional conference system to fall apart, a lot of the kinds of attachments that people have had to college sports are going to dissipate.
The second big issue, should student athletes be paid?
It's always supposed to have been in the amateur model and provide a real education and provide real health care for the student athletes. Or does it say, let's give up? It's never really worked anyway. Let's pay these athletes.
The NCAA used to enforce a policy of pure amateurism. Its rules prohibited students from being compensated in any way. Many colleges even insist on one-year athletic scholarships that don't automatically renew. The Supreme Court decided in 2021 to allow students to profit from their name, image, and likeness, known as NIL. 32 states and the District of Columbia have now passed laws to regulate NIL, and the U.S. Congress has proposed legislation. The NCAA was slow to react. A lack of specific policies led to a great deal of initial confusion. Athletes have inked nearly 2,000 deals, according to a report by Sponsor United. Nearly half included branded Instagram posts to promote their sponsor. Livy Dunn, for example, is a gymnast at LSU who has turned her 15 million followers across social platforms into brand deals with Motorola and Viore.
The current NIL chaos means student athletes are left to fend for themselves. And those at the top of their game must figure out how to maneuver through a multiple of agents, collectives, and high-dollar contract offers, all while maintaining their academic and athletic commitments.
Some say allowing student athletes to profit off their own brand is insufficient. The only fair solution is to pay college athletes, says ESPN's Jay Billis.
Really, all the athletes are asking for is the same economic rights as literally everyone else gets in this multi-billion-dollar business.
Some feel that paying salaries to college athletes would benefit the revenue-generating sports, but harm the non-revenue-generating sports. Those sports are generally subsidized by the more popular ones at big schools.
The creation of an employee-employer model would significantly threaten this current dynamic and alter everything we know about how sports outside football and men's basketball are supported.
Zimbalist says college sports must not professionalize.
We need to reinforce the amateur model, the educational first model.
98% of Division I football and men's basketball players never play a game in the NFL or NBA, says Zimbalist.
What we need to give them is a robust education, and we need to take care of their bodies.
The debate continues across campuses while revenues rise, but the athletes and their fans know the money genie is never going back in the bottle. Paul Crane, Scripps News.